Hello, I'm Deacon Jimmy Ghiglione.
And I'm Emig, and we are now on the fourth Sunday in Ordinary Time. This week's question is, do you truly want happiness in your life? This week's Gospel comes from Matthew.
Today we hear the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, the beatitudes. And the word beatitude means blessedness or happiness. But at first glance, when we see these things, these beatitudes, they seem a little strange to us. Blessed are the poor. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are you when you're persecuted. And you may think, well, wait a minute, what does that mean? How can it be blessed to be poor, to mourn, and to be persecuted? And some scholars might say that the best understanding of that word for blessed would be lucky. So in a little while, we're going to think of it in that way.
Yeah, this week's Gospel, the great Sermon on the Mount that Jesus gave. He proclaimed the wonderful beatitudes, and Jesus gave us 8 ways to get blessed. He just basically told us what we need to do. And these are just not statements that could happen or hypothetically. These are promises from Jesus that if we follow what he said, we will be blessed on earth and on the kingdom of heaven.
So poor in spirit, whether you have a lot of material things or not, how lucky you are to think of that lucky, how lucky you are if material things are not the center of your life. Those who mourn, how lucky you are if you're not addicted to good feelings, how lucky you are to realize that life is not all about just how I feel and me feeling good all the time. That's not the center of my life. Or how about when they insult you or persecute you falsely because of me? How lucky you are if your life does not revolve around the approval of others, but more importantly, it revolves around the approval of God and doing his will.
Yeah, Deacon Jimmy, this week, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to read those Beatitudes every day and actually put them into action. Because trust me, I know I have to work on each one of those promises that Jesus gave me. He promises that we will be blessed if we just follow his sermon that he gave. Like Deacon Jimmy said earlier, do you know that blessed means happy? Who doesn't want happiness in their earthly and heavenly life? Now, this week's wisdom words are part of the Beatitudes. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. Matthew chapter 5, verses 11 and 12. And again, our transformation tool is the Jesus Question CD from Matthew Kelly. And Matthew, talks about it, in the beginning of the catechism. Actually did some research on it. God created man for happiness. How about that? But he actually says, how's that actually working out for us? So I think you see a theme here about the Beatitudes and human search for happiness. And again, it's all up to you and no one else. So that's your decision to make. And again, we have free copies over at Morris Hall every Tuesday at 2 p.m. only while supplies last. And again, we're going to end with our Transformation Tuesday's prayer. Jesus, how do you want me to transform my life today?
So God bless you all from Saints Peter and Paul Catholic Church, a spiritual home for everyone.